So this is the integration flow designer. Just we have to either we can open the existing or we can create the new system definition file. Okay.
Okay.
This one looks like now this is, so we have to create the system file. So suppose assume that we have to save it as some system MSD system definition file. We'll create a system definition. So
Okay.
we'll create a assume that yesterday we have some map, right? We have to create the system for that file. So give name from let's save it. So this is the system file definition. If you open, so this is the icon for MSD. Okay,
Which one?
pardon?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. See here, actually it was there in composition view. Go to list view. Here there will be two options: servers and systems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we name it to whatever you want. Maybe you can like main maps. You can create n number of systems here. Like maybe for run maps, you can put run maps like this, main maps, run maps like that. Right. Okay, and here servers.
Okay.
So here we need to add the server new give like SAT or UAT or production like that. And then what is the
Okay.
platform? What is your target server? Where it is? Whether Linux
Mm-hmm.
or Sun Solaris, IBM, J2OS, Linux, like that. Then to connect to the server, you have to give username, password, and IP address.
Okay.
Okay. So we create
Okay.
server, one UAT server. Then we have to add the component to the system. So now I have assumed that there is one main map and one run map. Run map means run map, right? The main map will call the run map.
Yeah.
So main map is the one which will which has to be run automatically based on some trigger. That trigger might be either event or time trigger. So assume that now we have going to add one map here, main map, add component. Here actually there should be, it's not this is, let me add generally here all these things will be enabled.
Mm-hmm.
Whether this is due to limited, let me close it and open. It is trying to open in map designer. It should be integration. It is not okay. We'll do one. We can drag and drop the maps also. So we drag and drop. Okay, okay. I got it. Here it should be. Here we need to select. Okay. So now rename it to main maps. Now it is coming screen. So
What happened?
no, this here we need to add. No, previously the screen was not coming. We closed it. This screen should be there. Here we need to add the map palette.
Okay. Okay.
Previously the screen was not coming.
Okay.
So now I created the system like main map. Here there will be option server. Whether it is local server, generally we have to set what is our target server. Generally it will be Unity, Society or production. So the server is not nothing. Whatever we create the servers here, it will show. Suppose if it
Okay.
production, it will show that it. Suppose if the production system is Microsoft Windows. Otherwise, IBM assume that some other AIX, IBM AIX, and if we click OK, see here production also will come. So when you click production, see automatically the platform is getting changed to IBM AIX. The UAT it is changed to Linux because we have
Okay.
defined the platform in production as IBM AIX. For UAT, we define it as Linux.
Okay.
So
And
pardon?
okay. Yeah, yeah.
So
Carry on.
execution mode should be launcher. Command mode means only base auto. I mean, we have to run the. It's not launcher. Launcher means it is maps will get automatically. Command means using Mercator command. We have to explicitly run the maps. So we have to select the launcher. Launcher means we can set the events, timer event. I mean source event. Whereas command mode using the Mercator command, DSTX command, you have to run the map explicitly. There are two ways of running the maps in server. One is explicitly using the command, using DSTX and then space map name hyphen IF1, where is the path of input 1, where is the path of hyphen IF2, like that. I will tell the what is the command. So, but we have to run the maps automatically so that the launcher is the mode. In the launcher, the maps will get automatically run based on our events. So, we have to select the launcher mode.
Okay.
Yeah. Sony clear, right?
Yeah.
So now we have to add the map, add component. We have to select source map. Okay.
What are other links?
Yeah, compiled map means already build version, compiled map. Suppose if we have built the map already, like compiled version, when you build the map, it will be compiled map.
Okay.
Okay.
And zero map.
Pseudo map is nothing but it is for future purpose. We might be defining the system. Now the map is not developed yet. So we can put some placeholder that is called pseudo map,
Okay.
and we can add the system. Suppose if we have the system already one system, we have to link that system. We can add that system also here. So now we are going to add one source map. It's basically always we have to better to add the source maps because the here if we add the source map according to your target platform, map will get built. If we add compiled
Okay.
map, you should compile the map to correct platform. Otherwise, the map won't execute. If you add the source map and then when you deploy it, MSD will deploy automatically as per that selected platform. So select the source map, select where is your source map.
And one more thing, what are that link and test and pseudo link?
1 minute, May 25, DB bulk upload. So it will show what under all the executed maps inside. So there is only one map. So click OK. So that
Okay.
map generated. Let's save it. So what is your question?
No, no. When you right click it, we have test and pseudo link, right? Add company, yeah. Test and
For which one?
text. Text and pseudo link.
Okay, you can add a text. It's not used. Okay, you can add the some these things. Uh,
Okay. For I think for
this thing logs kind of thing. Suppose if
uh,
today you added one map, tomorrow suppose you have added one more map, maybe you can put log like this. I have
uh,
created map con
Yeah, okay, okay.
text
Comment.
comment, yeah, comment.
Uh,
So now we have added one map. So now that will be expand. When you expand it, it will show what under the input cards and output cards is there.
okay,
So this is having one input and one output. So this side it will arrow mark input, output, arrow mark like that.
okay,
Then you go to edit map component. So edit map component will be having component name. What is the, if you open the map, what under the component is there. So this is the component. When you execute it, the executable name will come the same name like map name. If you want to, so then it will show map source file. So this is the path of the source code. May 25 db bulk upload dot mms. So this is the, it will show map from where the map path is there and what is the
uh,
executable map name. Then here
okay,
the main thing, edit launcher. This way we'll set the, do the configurations for event and timer event and source event. Edit launcher.
okay.
See here every property is important. So the first property is map server location. In the server, where you want to put the map. By default, it will show in the Windows, wherever the MMS is there, it will show that part. But in server, the map has to be deployed to some other path. Maybe in Linux, the path will be like this: OPT, something like W83, like
Mm-hmm.
maps. You have to give the custom, I mean, server path here.
Okay,
Want to apply the snap global map something. So this is my server path. So you
okay.
have to give like this.
Mm-hmm.
Then map settings. By default, whatever the settings is there in map, those settings will reflect here. See map settings.
That
Everything.
okay.
Huh?
Now, what about the map configuration file we have in
What
the
about
like in
the,
the map?
hello?
Yeah, in the map in the extender we have configuration file. That configuration file will reflect here.
Which configuration file?
Can you go to the extender?
Okay.
Something is configuration file folder is there, right? Up,
Config.
not this one. No, in the project extender project
Okay.
configuration files.
This is the
The
project.
up in the extender navigator.
Action navigator. Here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. Go to
Project.
sorry. No, go to the yeah this one. Yeah, configuration files.
Which configuration file?
The fun folder is there, right? Configuration files.
I'm
There
not
only.
getting this. We haven't created any configuration file. What do you mean a configuration file? Which configuration file?
No, just I am asking like if we put something, some files there, it will reflect over the launcher.
No, no, it won't reflect.
Okay.
So all the map settings, whatever there in this map, it will get reflect here. If you want to overwrite it, you can overwrite here. So whatever the settings in IFD will be taken over the precedence. It will take high priority. So we can overwrite the map settings, card settings here.
Card settings.
Map settings, card settings, everything. So here map audit, map trace, workspace. So all these settings will be in the, even the map also. Map set, see map audit, bus start somewhere. We already saw audit location, then map trace, then workspace, then retry. Everything will be in the map settings. All these settings, map settings. We can go over it in the IFD. Map audit, map trace, workspace, retry. Everything will be
Okay.
visible in the IFD. By default, when you open the map, whatever there in the map, it will show here. If you want to overwrite, you can overwrite here. So that these changes will get reflected in the launcher when you create the launcher
Oh.
file.
Uh,
Then maximum concurrent map instances. At a time, how many instances of map should run? You can set that. By default, it should be 0 only. If you want to run the more maps, more instances of maps, you can set that. But as per architecture, it will be only one only. Then timer event. So there are two types of events I told, right? One is timer event, the other one is source event.
Trigger.
So
Source event.
suppose assume that first we'll take timer event switch on. So first to see that previously there was no icon. Observe that here clock icon came.
Where? Yeah. Okay.
Clock icon came. Correct.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
See, when you switch off the timer event, it will go off. See, it go off.
Okay.
So when you switch on the timer event, the icon will get changed like that. Then begin after when it has to be switched on. Maybe begin after like maybe 1 hour, after 1 minute, 1 second like that. Then trigger when it has to trigger, whether once or every. Suppose if you select every, then it will ask interval when it has to every 1 day or every hour, every minute, every second like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can set every 2 days or every 2 hours like that. If you set every days, you set every 2 days like that, it will get changed. Then right, what time at daily at what time, every 2 days at what time it has to run. So we have to set that hour. Assume that 20. Suppose suppose if we select instead of days, if we select hour every 2 hours, then it will ask minutes and seconds. If we select days, it will ask hours, minutes, seconds. Then omit days. Whether do we need to omit any day? Like maybe usually Saturday and Sunday, we might need to omit. No need to run the map on Saturday, Sunday. If there is any business requirement like that, so you can even omit the day. This is the property. So as per this map, it will run for every 2 days. Every 2 days at time 20. That means 8 p.m. So for every 2 days, it will run at 8 p.m. this map. When you click this OK, still we haven't generated the launcher file. So this is the settings. The meaning of edit launcher setting is this map will execute for every 2 days at 8 p.m.
Okay.
Begin
This is
after
time event.
pardon.
This is what source event, like we are event and source, like what you told? Time event and source event, right?
Yeah, this is timer event. We have to set the
Okay.
time. When based on the time, the map will get automatically executed. Whether the data is there or not, that map will execute, and whatever the map functionality, it will execute. Suppose we have this
Okay.
map DB bulk upload. So the DB bulk upload map is to no, maybe assume that some map it has to get the data and put it in, to get the database from table, and it has to write to some file. So that map has to be run every day at night 12 o'clock. Assume that, so that we can set like this every 1 day time 000, so that it will run at 12 a.m. morning every day before day starts.
Okay.
So this is the setting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sony clear timer event.
Yeah.
So now once we added, we can add n number of components. Maybe this output has to go to some other map. So okay, first let it be. We have only one map. So after that we have to add the deployment script. So this is the script. It will create the MSL file and it will deploy the maps to target server. So give something like free text deploy, and then here there are three options: build and transfer map. Build and transfer map means it will build the map to as per platform, this server, I mean this UAT server Linux we have selected. So this will build the map to LNX, because for Linux server the extension will be, it will build the map for Linux server. So the
Mm-hmm.
map will be, compiled version will be .lnx, and then
Mm-hmm.
it will transfer the map to whatever the path we have given in the map server location, so that it will transfer. So build and
Mm-hmm.
transfer, but we need the configuration file, launcher file, to execute this map and based on the timer event. So we have to select this map. So sometimes this option might not be required. Generate and transfer launcher control file. When it is not required, for run maps, sub maps, those maps will be called by main maps. So suppose if we want to deploy the run maps, we no need to select this generate and transfer launcher control files, because we are not going to set any events. We are not going to set either source event or timer event. Just we have to deploy the map, that's it. In that case, we'll just select only build and transfer the map. Suppose if we want to set either timer event or source event for the map, we have to select generate and transfer launcher control file. Okay. So that it will create the launcher control file. When you go to details here, so see here, this is the MSL.
Okay.
This is the launcher file. .msl is the Mercator system launcher file. So when you select or highlight, when you select generate and then detail, it will show the file name where you have to put the MSL. Click. So here we have, okay. Sorry, it got stuck. Wait. Now it is pointing to my local, right, May 25 folder. But we have to give here server path, like where we have to keep the launcher file. Generally, there will be separate folder for maps and launcher files. For launcher files, there will be separate folder as WT. They will be creating, administration will take care of that. It will be like something OPT WTX83, like systems. They create like so. We have to give server path here, file name. It's not responding yet. Go to deploy script, add UAT deploy. Then suppose if we click details and build and transfer maps, now it will show here maps to process server map directory. So by default it will show what is the server path. We have given in map server location, right? Settings OPT WTX83 maps customer global maps. So that path it will show here, and maps to process. So suppose if there are many maps in the components, now we have only one map. Suppose if we have 5 maps, but we have to deploy only one map, you can select map reference below and we can view only what are the maps deployed. We can drag and drop. Suppose there are 5 maps, but we have to deploy only one map. Suppose we have created the system, we deployed first time. Tomorrow one change came. We have to deploy only one map. So in that case, we can select map reference and you can drag and drop the maps required. If you want all maps, you can set all maps, so that all maps in the components will be deployed. So this is the maps to process. This is server map directory. So this is the part where we have to deploy the map. This will automatically reflected, because so we just save it, deploy script UAT deploy edit launcher. So this is the maps OPT WTX83 maps customer global maps. So this is the path we get. So that path will get reflected in the map server location here also. Details server map OPT WTX83 maps customer global map. Okay. Then click on generate transfer launcher control. Click on details. Here we need to give the server path, like OPT WTX83, like maybe system. The slash will be forward slash for server, Unix server. So just click OK. Then close and save it. So now when you run the script, it will build a map for Linux process. So extension will be .lnx, and it will try to move both it will try to move the maps to whatever we have given here, systems maps folder, global maps folder, and it will create MSL file. That MSL file it will try to deploy to systems folder, whatever we give. So let me try to run. Anyway, it will fail. It will fail it to connect. Okay, it will fail it to connect. Right? So it will fail to connect. So what we will do? We'll select local server. We'll select local server. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then run. See here. So it is showing that script name is UAT deploy, date and file. Deploy has failed. Total errors 1. Map build, number of maps processed 1. Number of successful builds 1. If there are many maps, if there are any error, it will show how many number of maps. So the following map built successfully. db upload.mms. This is the MMC name. Then launcher file generated for main maps. See here, failed to copy Feta W. This is the .mmc to why, because it's created MMC. We selected the platform local server, Microsoft Windows. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Hello, Sonia, are you there?
Yeah.
So are you following or
Yeah, because we built on Linux, right? MSD.
yeah? So it is we selected the Microsoft local server. That's why it's built MMC and it is trying to copy to WTech83 maps customer global map. This is the path we give.
Oh, okay.
Now let me change to Unity server. There is one setting here. Edit, build and transfer maps, details, server map directory. So this is the server view. So integration flow designer is something I want to show the demo what I am going to be integration flow designer. I will give the local path so that it will deploy the LNX file to this path, whatever I gave integration flow designer. Oh, it is not good.
It did override the server path, huh?
Yes,
Server thing?
yes. Whatever we give in the integration flow designer, for that path it will deploy. No, it can't connect. Okay, anyway, because VAT server it can't. Suppose if it is get connected, then it will try to move it. But now anyway, UAT server IP address itself we don't have. So generally, okay, when you click edit, build and transfer file, we have to give this one only server view. Don't this integration flow don't need, it is a local view, integration flow designer view. You don't need to give anything here, server view. So that is when you select here, you have to give the server path of the MSL where you have to, so that when you run the script, it will do two things. One is it will first build the map to Linux and it will copy to server path, and then it will copy the MSL to whatever we have given. So once
Okay.
copy the MSL, there will be launcher script. Administration will provide one launcher script. So you have to. So whenever you do the changes in this map, you have to restart. You have to stop the launcher and start the launcher. Restart the launcher so that then only map changes will get reflected.
Where it is there? Where that
So
thing
in
is
the
there?
Linux
Starters.
server using command mode,
Oh, Linux
not
server.
here.
Oh,
Once you move to MSL using commands, you have to. That command will be
okay.
provided by your admin, your project team. So
Mm-hmm.
are you using the launcher for your maps, I mean running or WMB?
No, launcher.
Not sure.
No, launcher it is.
Okay,
MSL is
okay. Suppose
so like a WMB also we can do.
no, if you are using WMB, there won't be launcher. The WMB will,
Oh,
using WMB environment, it will be maps will get run in the
okay.
message flow itself. There won't be any
Oh,
launcher if you are using WMB.
okay.
IBM is going to stop launcher shortly. So after that,
Oh,
we have to use the I mean IBM won't support if there are any issues in launcher. So the command will looks like this: launcher dot sh. I mean this is the command your admin will be provide launcher dot sh. You have to give something hyphen post name like, and then fast system, then MSL name. MSL name we have given MSL name like this. So I like this fast system, next stop system, and then start system, so that it will
okay,
restart. Then only map changes will get reflected.
okay. So when IBM is going to stop that?
But then,
When IBM is going to stop the MSO? Because we have Sterling integrator something.
yeah, we have shelling integrators. Using shelling integrator, I mean that is also like WMB. It is like integration environment. There also we can integrate our maps into shelling integrator.
So okay. So
And
this
it is both.
this is the updated version, right, from IBM something.
No, shelling
IBM.
integrator is something different. It's not WTX. WTX is the for translation purpose. Shelling integrator is
Oh,
the one. It will do both mapping and as well as integration, communication. Like FTP node adapter, it will be having adapters. So we can, WMB, right?
no, no.
Okay, okay, okay. So it is also one of the integrated tool. It will do
Okay,
transformation also, but the mapping will be you can do only simple, not complex. If you want complex map, we have to develop the map and we have to put this WTX node into Sterling integrator. We can integrate the map to the Sterling integrator. That is Sterling. There will be adapters to establish the communication more securely.
okay.
So this is timer event. Now assume that we have to add one more map.
How the run map will work in MS1?
Yeah, now we have to db lookup sample something. Click OK. Map generated. It will come on the save map. So drag and drop. Now edit launcher. Map server location. Change the path to server. Pick.
This is a map server location. Okay.
For that,
No, no. This is map server location where the map
where we
should be
have to
kept.
apply the map in the server.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Then map settings. Then this map we are going to set the source event instead of the timer event. This map settings
Oh.
you can what is the settings if you want you can change that. Then it will show.
Uh-huh.
See here it is showing input cards and output cards. Even in timer event also it will show. You can override the settings if you want. Edit launcher. See here what under the input card. It is having one input card, one output card. Here event will come source event on. If you switch on it, okay, I'll show that. So for this map, I'm going to set the source event. So source event means whenever the file comes to particular directory, this map has to get run. Correct. That is
Oh,
the source
okay.
event. So it will show get source file path is now db in. Now here it will be having at the end source event. So now the default it will be off. Now switch on. Check this icon. So this icon is added. Spec symbol added. Here time.
Okay.
So this is the
What time?
timer event, this is the source event. Now
Okay.
when it has to run, now we have to give the server map server path. Whenever the file comes to some directory. So whenever
Mm-hmm.
file comes to OPT WTX83 data, star means any kind of file. If you start the TXT, only TXT files. This is
Okay.
only files like this.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So the map will get run whenever .xml file will come. So this is that whenever the file comes to this directory with star.xml, then this map will get executed. Why? Because we have switched on the event, source event on, and the directory is file path is this path. So whenever file comes to this directory with XML, this map will get executed. This is the source event. Just you have to switch on and you have to give the path, file path.
Okay.
So now for deployment script, edit, build and transfer, details, if we give all maps, all maps will be. Suppose if you want to deploy only db lookup, you can give db lookup map. You have to give here server view this thing. If you give let me say it has to be server path. It is not updated here. That's why it is showing. OPT something. It has to edit details db lookup sample. See here OPT W-83 map. Like the map will be deployed to this path. Okay?
Okay.
Clear, right?
Yeah, but like all the maps will deploy, right? In that basis. No, whatever be the like how many numbers of maps are there, that all
Yes.
will get deployed.
If we select all maps,
Okay.
if you select map referenced below, you have to drag and drop which map you want to deploy.
So it is like MSD is like for particular client it is, or it is
Now,
how it
generally,
is?
yes, for particular client, will be creating one MST.
One MSD,
Yes,
okay.
for client,
And one MSL.
one MST per client.
Okay, one MSD and one MSL, right?
Yes, correct. And
Yeah, and the MSD will contain many messages like
many
8 to
maps, but
25.
MSL will be only one. That MSL
Okay.
will be having the information of source ticker events and time ticker events maps. It will not be having any other thing. It will not. It will be having map settings and also event information. Which map has to run when, whether it is source
Oh,
or timer event. If it is timer event, when. If it is source event, what is the detail?
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just you have to build and transfer. Suppose if you want to move any additional files, log .txt, .xml files, you have to add those text files here and you have to select it. Generally, we will deploy the map. That's it, maps and the launcher files. So this
Okay.
is how we have to. Suppose now add the run maps. New run maps. So for run maps, there won't be launcher file. Just we have to deploy the map because those maps will not run based on the events. Correct.
Yeah.
So we have to add component source map. Assume that db query sample generated.
One map we need to create a separate MSD for that? No, separate component.
Pardon?
Separate MSD for that for one map
So not within the MSD, we are creating separate system.
system.
Because
Oh, this is a system.
for this system, we don't need the MSL. Correct. We just have to
Okay.
deploy.
Yeah.
Snap will not get
Yeah.
execute based on. So it is better to always maintain two systems, one main system and run map. So here edit launcher. So let it be
So how they are both related then? If it is related then
how they are.
inside that, no, inside the main map if we are calling run map, so
Okay.
it will call it. This way it can call, right?
No, I'm not getting your question.
No. Inside the main map, if we have like we are calling run map like compile map, so
Yes.
then this will get called, right?
Yes, correct. So only thing is
Oh,
we need the map alone. So for deployment alone, we are adding the run map. So in the deployment script, you will give, we won't select that generate and transfer launcher control file. We'll just select build and transfer the maps. We don't need the MSL for this map because this doesn't have any settings, the source event and timer event. So for that
okay.
purpose, we are adding the one more. For these maps, we have to select both generate and transfer. We have to create the launcher file also for this. But whereas for run maps, just we need the build and transfer maps. Correct?
Oh, this all map 1, 2, 3 or two maps. Both you need to have the build file, right?
No,
Build script.
whatever the run maps we have. Suppose if you have 10 maps, you can add the all 10 maps here. Suppose you
No,
have
no, main map.
here,
Main map we need to create a script for all. Like how many are there for that? Here now it is having two maps,
There
right?
are two
Map source.
options. You have to always select generate transfer so that it will create the launcher file for all the maps. But
Oh, okay.
the build and transfer map you can choose. You can choose what and all the maps. What suppose if already 10 maps deployed for 11th map, you can just select only 11th map alone,
Okay.
so that it will deploy 11th map and it will deploy the launcher control file for all the 11 maps, because launcher control file is nothing but just configuration. It will be having the map path and it will be basically binary file. You can't read it, but it will be having the information for maps name and file path or timer path. I mean timer event. It will be having event configuration. It will be binary file binary. You can't read that.
Okay.
So that is the for MSL. So you
Oh,
can link the maps also. Suppose if you want, I mean free text only, but
oh, it is a flow, right? Some flow we can draw it.
for that,
Some flow, this one
yeah,
you
flow.
are trying.
Define the flow for your count for your client. This is the main map. Next, it will go to this map like that.
Oh, okay, okay.
But there is no meaning for just I mean graphical purpose to easily understand how what is the first map, second map, third map like that.
Oh, just for graphical purpose. There is no link between that.
No,
No,
no, there is
no use of that link.
the maps will get execute based on their own settings. Suppose
Okay,
generally
okay.
what will happen, this map will put in output side, it will put in some directory. Assume that some directory that now it is database. Suppose assume that file and it will put in some directory. From that directory, this
Oh.
map will get executed like that. Just but this doesn't mean that this map output will go to this map. This is like graphical purpose.
So no significance,
So no,
just for viewing,
no significance in this line.
just for presentation, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay.
Clear, right?
Yeah. And what all the system server are like in the main menu, like file it, the system server tool.
File you can import and export like in the maps we saw, right? Here also MSD also you can export to XML file. Like maps we exported to XML.
Hmm.
That is next remaining things are same. File new, open, close, save as.
Oh, we can check the difference of system definition file difference.
Yeah. Anywhere for type trees, map systems, anything you can do the differences. You can compare
Okay.
any two type trees, any two maps, any two MSDs.
So like like using IFD, we can just deploy and script like we can set the triggers and that way, right?
Yes, yes,
MSD. And for viewing purpose also, maybe presentation wise,
yes,
we
correct.
can see the flow.
Then this is edit is undo, delete, cut, copy, sender normal. Here also system add component, rename, build map, whatever we selected here, systems. Then servers, it will show here whatever we are doing here, these things will come here. That's it. Server system.
Even we can see functional map also, right?
Pardon?
Yeah. Functional maps also we can see here, right?
Functional map also?
IFD. We can see here, right? Maps if we have some functional map.
No, 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 it won't be. How can you
Oh,
see? You have
no,
to
just ask.
open the map in the map designer only. Then only you can see. This map won't be
Oh,
anything. This just see. It will show input cards and output cards.
okay.
You can't see the functional maps and all.
Okay, the server we need to configure from this way, like from the MSD only we can configure the server, right? For that project.
Now server, what configuration you mean to say? Server configuration.
No, in general we can configure somewhere like for all the all the project. Sorry, all the system files we can configure in general this server. You configure under server, right? May 25 underscore.
No, what configuration you are asking? I'm
No,
not.
no, server, adding server for adding server. Can we do so from some other place also? This adding server?
No, pardon?
adding a server, can we do from other place, like from the main menu? There is a server is there, right?
Here,
Yeah.
okay, you can add server here.
And up also we have one thing, right? Server, yeah, that.
Yeah, here also you can. Same thing. Whatever you add here, it will reflect here. You either use the menu or here. That's it.
Okay. It's not like particular to project. Okay. Common. It's a common, right? I thought it is for that particular MSD.
Yeah, this is for only particular MST only.
Okay. For other MSD, we can do other, like
Yes,
add server to that. Okay.
yes. This is applicable for only this MST.
Okay.
If you open new MST, you have to create new server. See
Okay.
here.
Okay.
I created new MST. It is not showing anything.
Uh-huh.
Okay, system file one. So this MST generally we will. So this is one MST. May 25. This is one MST. For this MST, now we don't have any servers.
What about that? You drop down server none.
Which
Yeah.
here?
Right side, right side, right side, right side.
Here.
Drop down.
Huh?
No. Right pane.
Oh,
There's
here also
a.
it won't show because we selected no
Oh.
system one dot msd. When you
Okay. Got it.
type,
Got it. Got it.
it's not it is system one dot msd only it is showing. It is not high.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Wait. See here, it is whatever the system highlighted, it is showing. If it is May 25, then it will show the row. Now it will show May 25, so that it will come here.
Okay.
So if it is system file one, there won't be any. So we haven't added any servers for this. So now May 25 MST, so that it will show UAT plot. Okay.
Okay.
So when you build a map, see here, it will automatically create a target server .lnx because we selected the target date modified. See here, .lnx file 7:52 a.m. now because we selected
Okay.
the platform as UAT server. Suppose we select prod, we build the .ax. So it will. So when you run the script deployment script, the deployment what it will do, it will first deploy the build the map build. So it will build as per target, and then it will move to server with .mmc. Whatever the extension it will ax will be by moving to it will rename to .mmc,
Okay.
and then it will move the MSL file. First it will build and then transfer, and then it will transfer the MSL file.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We need to click on that, right? We need to tick the checkbox over there.
Need to?
Tick the checkboxes.
Yes, correct. Let me show you
Uh,
the this thing, the MSL. Here you can generate. So I am going to show you local how generate main map.msl. So it will be basically the binary file, but it will be having the maps name. So this is
What you done? Generate, huh?
yeah, generate. You can generate it manually. You generate. You can save it in local. So this is the MSL will be deployed to server when you select this generate and transfer. When you just deploy it, because we selected both. So when you run the script, first it will build the map and move to server, and the second thing is it will deploy the MSL. That MSL is this is the MSL. This will be having source event and timer event. When you open this, it will be binary. See here, but still it will be having the map name. You have to search that. Okay. See everything it is showing like null, right? But it will be
Main
having
maps.
app name. Just me.
Yeah, main map.
Just control C. DB bulk upload. Control F. Control V. See here. DB bulk upload dot mmc. And we set the event also, right? Timer file path. Even that
Yeah.
file path also will be there. So the basically the launcher will be having the map name and event information. See here.
Okay. This is for the input path, right? For output also we can have the similar thing, right?
Yeah. For output also, if you want to put some path, you can give that.
Oh, output, okay.
You can give that. Now it is creating the output file in same path. See here. DB out. If you want to put in some other directory, you can give that.
Okay.
So this is the MSL. It will be having map names and configuration, source event and timer event. This will be moved to server when you run the deployment script.
Okay, okay. One second. Deploy. First, what we need to do, right? First deploy, right?
Pardon?
Uh, no. First, what we need to do, deploy, right?
Yeah, just
No,
run.
once
When you run the
just
script,
deploy.
it will apply.
Run. Okay, run. Somewhere it is telling the generate. Something was there, right?
Pardon? Generate, huh? No.
Oh,
If you want to generate MSL locally, you can save it like this.
oh. This is generate look like manually. Then that is through deploy script, right?
That is?
Through deploy script, right? It will generate the MSL, right? Through deploy script.
No, not.
No. Both will generate the MSL.
Yes, yes.
Like, oh, okay.
Clear?
Okay. Then can you click on that main map again? Right click.
Main map. Which
Main
map?
maps. Main maps.
Okay.
No. In the left.
Okay.
Analysis is there. Analyze. What is that? Analyze.
Which one?
Analyze.
It will analyze in the map. It will build the map. It's like
Okay.
there are no errors and warnings in the map.
Oh,
Then it will deploy means it will show the deployment script name. What kind of deployment UAT deploy. If you add one more deployment, suppose if you want to deploy only particular map, you can add n number of deployment script. It will show that deploy.
yeah.
Then export to XML. Okay.
Okay.
So it's basically just to set the event, timer event or source event, and just to run. Deploy the maps. Sometimes what you can do, just you can generate the MSL and using the FileZilla or whatever the software, you can move to server. That will also
Okay.
work. Here the deployment script is just it will connect to server and it will place the file. It will just do the FTP. The similar way, FileZilla.
Yeah. Fine.
Using
With
FileZilla also, you can build a map, this map, and this map, and you
Mm-hmm.
can rename it to .mmc, AX, and LNXY. And using FileZilla, you can place it in the server path. And similarly, the MSL while generate, you can generate the MSL, and you can place the MSL wherever you want to put in the server, and then you can attach to the launch a restart. You can do that also. The deployment script work is that is just it will move the from our local to server. That's it.
Okay.
You can manually also you can do. Once you can build
Mm,
it and rename it, and you can move that to server using FileZilla. Similarly, you can generate the MSL and move to server.
okay.
It's not like that you have to use always only deployment state. You can explicitly manually use the FileZilla or other software also.
Okay, so we are not linking anywhere like the Linux script and shell scripting. We are not linking here, right?
No, nothing, nothing.
Okay. Okay.
Have any question?
No, I think.
Okay, then I'll send you this both.
Yeah. Okay.
Tomorrow we'll see resource registry, how to create a configuration file for resource.
Oh, okay. 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 Resource means what?
Pardon?
Resource registry means for what resource?
There, there are totally 5 components in WTX Studio, right? Database.
Yeah. 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 I got it. Yeah.
This.
But what is for resource means what? The input file resource or something?
Huh? No, what is resource
Resource.
registry? You forgot?
Ah. Okay. Okay. Resource.
For variables, we'll create the variable and name that name. I mean value. That name. I mean that
Ah. Okay.
value will
Okay.
be different server to server, like DB name,
Okay.
password,
Okay.
directories, and all.
Okay. 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 Okay.
That one. That is the resource
Oh,
registry.
then. Okay.
We will see that, and then we'll proceed with project
Project. Yeah.
complete
Okay.
map XML.
Yeah. Sure. Hmm.
So you can go if you have any questions, you can ask anything. Okay.
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 Then thank